Dillon Gabriel has been thrown to the wolves. It's 50-50. But this is why it's a blessing for Shedeur. It was dead wrong what they did to him in the draft. And not because I like him and you don't, and not because Mel Kiper said that he should go high or anybody else. It's because the NFL said he did. Now, before we get started, if you guys like hot football content, then follow, like, share this post, subscribe to me, because I'm going to keep saying what nobody else is saying. Forget about what the teams did in the draft. Leading up to the draft and the pro days and the combine at draft day, it was Shedeur and Cam Ward. They billed him as, if not number one pick, top 5, top 10. Second quarterback to go off the board, if not first. That's what they billed him as. And then it didn't happen. The NFL did that, right? So all these people saying that he's not capable and all the things that people are saying is absolutely crazy when you think about it, because the NFL did that. That's why it was wrong, because they took millions of dollars out of his pocket. Now, look, he's a rich kid. He's wealthy, and he's going to be without football. We get that. But they still took millions out of his pocket by letting him drop to the 5th round. That was wrong. Boom. We move past that. Who cares why it happened? We can debate that all day. The blessing in disguise is if you look at all these quarterbacks behind me that have been up, these were all high first round picks, if not number one picks. And they washed out. Why is that? Because the NFL is hard. It's a man's game for every position out there. Whether you're kicking, linebacker, O-line, D-line, D-back, go through them all. But the quarterback position is the hardest because it is such a fast game and the playbook is thick. I remember being in the NFL meeting in the brief time I was there and the time I played in Canada for 2 seasons, and the playbook is big for a linebacker. Linebacker is the quarterback of the defense, but the playbook is big for everybody. But the playbook for a quarterback is huge. So to bring a young, fresh out of college, great athlete, great mind, great whatever, and put them into the NFL system and expect them to pick up that playbook overnight and then deliver it is a big ask for anybody. And that's why you've seen some of the best that ever play in college wash out of the NFL. You can see how hard it is right now for Dillon Gabriel. He's in the trial by fire. He probably wants to be the backup right now so he can be in practice and go against the ones with the 2 offense and get some work and start to get things down and start to be in meetings and not have the pressure go out and play the game. Dillon Gabriel has been thrown to the wolves, but it's going to be a blessing in disguise, because when he gets on the field, and he will for the Browns, he's going to be more prepared. He's going to be ready. Tom Brady was a 5th round pick. The reason that Tom Brady is the best to ever do it at any position right now in everybody's minds and played for 24 years or something crazy is because Drew Bledsoe got hurt. And then suddenly we knew who Tom Brady was. But he spent seasons after season and practice after practice as a backup and learning the game behind a great quarterback in Drew Bledsoe. So when his number was called, he was ready. That's the experience Shedeur is going to have. I don't think he's going to be a backup as long as Tom Brady was. I think he's going to be on the field soon here because Dillon Gabriel was in trial by fire, and I don't know if he's capable of it, and he hasn't had the time. At the end of the day, this is the cards that he's been dealt, and it's actually playing out perfectly for Shedeur. So I've said this, and he's getting to take his time and learn the playbook and not being thrown out there in that pressure. Because here's the deal. Shedeur isn't Tom Brady. If Shedeur was thrown out there in the fire and he wasn't prepared and he was losing and having the experience that Dillon Gabriel was having, you guys would have thrown him to the wolves already. He wouldn't even have got the 3 games that Dillon Gabriel has got. Y'all would have been done with it, right? So the fact that he is who he is and he's going to get time to go prepare and come out and be ready when he gets there, maybe not completely ready to go, but much more prepared than he would have been if he was been thrown out there in the first game or thrown out there like Dillon Gabriel is. Watch. It's a blessing in disguise. It's a 50-50. They did him wrong, took money out the boy's pocket, a lot of money, and millions of dollars out of his pocket. However, it's a blessing in disguise because I think he's going to have a much longer career and a much more successful career earlier than he would have been, because this is the experience in the NFL. Most top drafted quarterbacks wash out.